Hey guys, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. In the last part, we were pushing Dahlia for more and more testimony, and now we are cross-examining her for, I think, the final time. So let's do it. Last time, we pressed the fact that she was working a paper. She was Just moving on. You were writing a paper? On what? On the relationship between modern Sanrio poetry and the criminal underworld. Ho ho ho, that sounds like a fascinating research idea. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Again with the midlife crisis stuff? Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and read it. Shut up. Shut up. Reading it. Shut up, didn't read. Too long, didn't read. Okay, let's see. Incident overview. Location, alright. Date, 4 p.m., August 22nd. Victim, Diego Armando, age 28. Occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's keep going. Now that I've read it. So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat. Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feeny is handsome. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen. Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked. Oh, God. He's telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking. Beautiful mushroom growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my feet. Wow, that's so nice of you. You're a horrible person. Man, we've been going on ever since that fateful day. Okay, what do you got for me? Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow? No, none at all. We parted on very good terms. But that can't be. I mean, that can't be. Yeah, it can. Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup. Huh. Are you sure? Yes. It seems that they both wanted it that way. So the victim wanted to break up with her? Press further. So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you? Well, you see... Oh, come on. Give me some info. What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife. Okay. No one cares, Mr. Payne. She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Listen to me, Mia. That woman has the judge in the palm of her hand, you see. So the only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony. Alright. Well, okay. Alright, come for this. Okay. But you had also been there drinking coffee and something. I don't know. But you were also here because of this. So we're going to ask you about this.
Objection!
Aha! That is the correct thing. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Fay? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes. God. Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Order, order, order! This is unbelievable! It's true, then. The loveliest rose can hide the sharpest thorn. I think that's what he said. I didn't read it far enough. Miss Fey, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me. Go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay. I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you've really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. I got nothing. I really don't, so I'm just not even going to touch it. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. Also not touching it. The poisoning. Okay, I guess this is the last one. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that's lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. Oh, I think you would know. So that's what happened here 8 months ago. However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I know that I'm not. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. And, what the? Why does this defense suddenly feel stronger? Aha, Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear, my boy. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Hemorrhoids mention. There. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in a cafeteria. Alright. What did you come here to discuss? What were you talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential. Oh, okay. According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell all of us what that incident was? That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case. Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you. You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady. Oh, Feeny, please. Gag. Gag, those two are really making me ill, albeit for decidedly different reasons. I left my seat for just a moment, that's when it happened. What happened? Oh, yeah, poisoning. How long were you gone? I've already answered all of these questions for the police, but if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes. And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet? Oh, I will never forget this line, and no one else will ever forget it too, and I'm about to say it right now. Okay, I'm ready. What are you saying, Miss Fey? Toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop! You heard the defendant, Miss Fey. Better luck next time. Oh, Feeny, please. Oh, God. The police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony. God. They really, really, really make Phoenix a complete moron. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay. I have recovered. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Not a lot. Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drops said it's 1 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. How? Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. Really? Tell me about this poison. A special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect. Oh, and where would something like that come from? I'm sorry, all I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it. Chemical processes? Well, well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? I know. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. I know. And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison? I think that's good enough reason, Madam Fay. She's right, and I think we've all had enough of Miss Fay's questions. So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. Thank you. Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Now just how did a lit student get a hold of poison of all things? I know. Okay, moving forward. I know how she got the poison. Pharmacology student.
Objection!
You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. But boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you've had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You. No! Order. Could it be? That's nothing but a basis accusation. May I say something, Madam Fay? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something like that, or something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? She got me good with that. Provide some evidence, or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Fay. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead. Police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and, of course, the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it?
Take that!
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defendant was this witness's accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. What? But that's... That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Fay? The day that the witness met and fell for Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago, August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison left in that bottle. However, I'm certain that if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. Oh god, I always suck at screams. Sorry. Sorry, folks. Order in the court.
Objection!
On behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace, right? Dahlia Hawthorne was not, and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you meet. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie! Ah! Eek! God. I suck at voice acting, but Mia, are you alright? Ah, the defendant! He's getting away! Bailiff, hurry, after him! I don't know who I'm voicing. They really should have put names there. Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane! Where's Mr. Wright? It looks like he vanished. No, it looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be brought back here soon. Thank goodness. Oh no! What is it? I mean, the bottle necklace! Miss Hawthorne's present! It's gone! What? That's terrible! Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do? No! Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me, I'm sorry. It's okay, just give back the necklace. I ate it. You what? You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah. Wow, dude. I'm pretty sure your throat is bleeding like a sieve right now. And you're probably gonna drown in your own blood. Sorry about that. So, next time on Phoenix Wright, Relations, we will see Phoenix Wright drown in his own blood from chewing on glass. So, see you guys then.